Hello, welcome to the daily, excuse me, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as Autumn around here. Right there. My camera's doing weird things today. But here we are. So we're just gonna run with it. We're just gonna go with the fuzzy, yellowish. I'm here, and I'm here to take your questions. So I have my notebook, and you know how I feel about roses. Roses. And I have got space right here for your questions. I have a pen. I have cards. I am here every single day of the year to take your questions, even when I look bizarre. And Rachel, I know you hate bad lighting, Autumn, but it's not that bad today. Just roll with it, girl. Okay, we're just rolling with it. Anyway, I'm here every day. Just put your questions in all caps in the chat. That's how I know you're talking to me. Other than that, please just type normally, because people here are really supportive of each other and helpful. It's just wonderful. Thank you for that. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. If YouTube cuts your questions off because it'll suddenly dump a bunch of comments all at once, if I miss your question, just post it again and put a YT right in front of it, and I will know. I will know that it cut it off earlier, so I'll know. Maybe I can work it in. But if I don't cover your question today, if I don't acknowledge you, if I don't, whatever the situation is, please know I would feel terrible if I had hurt your feelings. So. Just know I'm here and I am trying. And yes, I'm. I know there's some people who it takes me a long time to get back to messages and things like that. It's just me here. It's just me. So doing my best, I promise. All right. Let me think. I think that's about it. So I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to look for your questions. I just saw a question about Matt Gaetz just popped up. Oh, thank you, Kat. Disrat, a rose by any other name is politics. Yes. Iwa, you were asking, will Matt Gaetz give up an even larger? Yeah. I read on yesterday was Matt Gaetzapalooza, the self-inflicted Gaetz apocalypse. Almost the whole hour is just looking at it from every possible angle. So if you go back to yesterday, I need to go back and finalize some of the time stamping, but it's all there, and almost all of them are where they should be. The time stamping will work. I've got to adjust a few of them after this, but yeah, you can just. Yesterday it was Gaetz, all kinds of Gaetz down muck. So, Rachel. Will we see even more women of color running for office in 2022? Yes. 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 There's no question about that. That's an ongoing improvement. But thank you, Rachel. Catherine, hi everyone. Just watched Autumn and Irish Granny Tarot yesterday. Oh yes, we are on Celtic Tarot Sheila for the remote view. Thank you, Sheila, inviting me to be co-host because Dr. Whimsy had to be elsewhere and had a day off. And I don't know that I was much of a co-host. Sheila was saying that she said, I go off on tangents and Whimsy pulls me back in. And I'm like, I'm not that, I'm the enabler. I'm just like, go, you go, keep going. You do you. So I don't know how much of a co-host I was, but I was there and it was fun. And Helen, the Irish Granny Tarot, she's a sweetheart. I'm gonna have to invite her on. Okay. Hope you're all well. Finally recuperated from the Moderna second shot. 7 awful days. Oh gosh, glad to get the shot anyway. I'm glad you're okay, Catherine. Okay. There's a Nunez joke there that I didn't quite get, but Um, let's see here. Book Bewitched. Hey, Autumn. So proud yesterday. Exactly the right touch. How many GOP will tax collector in? I think you meant chief. You put chef. Tax collector and chef. Matt, give up. Will there be added indictments? Yesterday, it was Gaetz-a-palooza. So Gaetz, all Gaetz readings, bunches and bunches of them yesterday. So do go back to yesterday's video. Okie dokie. Looking for anything in all caps. Happy Saturday, Rachel. Happy Catter Day, Pamela. We've read on Tucker Carlson a lot recently, much more than I want to. But that goes for most of these people, but that's kind of what we do here. Still looking. I am not seeing, thank you, Linda. I'm not seeing questions. Andy, are prisons perpetuating racism and bigotry? What? I don't know what that was. Thank you, Susan. Are prisons perpetuating racism and bigotry due to their segregated gangs? Well, are they? In a sense? Are they doing it on purpose? Is it really their fault? It's not a yes and no question, to be honest. I don't know that I could really answer that. Rachel, wow, the rose is amazing. Just now noticed it. Oh, thank you. Fine. Will the Dems finally be able to get things done for the betterment of all of us? Yes, there are going to be some tricky moments, though. Trying to get people on board. And I was getting repeatedly that the Senate in particular, that they were just going to frustrate Democrats over and over and over and over and over and over until finally even the holdouts were like, all right, we're reforming the filibuster. That's what I've been getting repeatedly. So thank you, Dave. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Aaron Sun. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, that's very kind of you, Kate. Thank you, Tris. Okay, I'm still looking for questions. Rachel saying, I subbed to Irish Granny Tarot, started watching her videos. You'd never even know she's new to tarot. Oh, she was good, and she has good energy. I like Helen. BC Mom, you look good on a new 50-inch smart TV, by the way. Oh, thank you. The lighting's driving me crazy. You have no idea. I'm just itching to just like abandon this and try to go fix it, but I'm just going with it. Okay. But I want to answer your questions. Okay. Steve Myers is asking, what about Gosar, the Trump lackey involved on January 6th? Okay. We haven't read on Gosar in a while, and see, you can't even tell. You can't even tell there's writing on this page. I've got 12 spots here, guys. Questions? Gosar. Trump lackey involved in January 6th. Okay, we'll look at that. Let's see here. Susan, will workers get a second chance? Do you mean Amazon? Okay, Amazon. Let's look at Amazon union. Second chance. Okay, that'll be number 2. Donna, how soon will the infrastructure bill pass? I'm not. Tara's really bad at timing, but yeah, I haven't been able to. I've read on it, it keeps saying like how soon is now. it, Hi. The internet kicked me out. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Will Amazon unionize? All right. Where was I? Okay. Book Bewitched. How about this? How is Trump and Gaetz, LOL, Gaetz, LOL, doing with their sick and wrong party today? Is there any reality showing around the edges? Please say yes, please. Okay. How are they with the party? As in the voters or are other Republican politicians? How are Republican politicians feeling about Trump and Gaetz? Yeah. How are politicians feeling about Gaetz. Okay, that'll be number 3. Okay. Jay, will Amy Comey Barrett be removed soon? Actually, I don't know about her specifically. But Biden has just formed Biden's new. We should absolutely, because this, I think this is what's going to be the important thing. The new thing that's happened is Biden's has set up a new commission to look at the Supreme Court, including adding more justices. So let's look at that. More, excuse me, justices. Okay. That'll be number 4. The Comey Barrett, I've had her and Kavanaugh having issues, but not for a while. Let's look at the commission. That's new. Thank you, Book Bewitched. Sorry, Jaybird. Yeah, thank you. Pamela, we've not heard anything on Josh Hawley. Oh. Josh Hawley. We haven't heard anything on him in a while. Is he keeping his head down for a reason? His head down for a reason. All right. Hello, Crystal. Vicky, are these shootings part of Trump's group to divert from other things? No, these are very disturbed people. The It's been, the energy on that's been really clear. Susan, my message got cut off. Oh, sorry. Frosty Bean. Hello, Frosty. Mr. and Mrs. Frosty Bean, who were so kind in trying to help me with my camera stuff. And again, I'm so grateful for that. Thank you. Will the new laws against transgender people be overturned by the Supreme Court? Okay. We haven't looked at that in a while. Trans laws overturned. Well, Republican trans laws overturned. That'll be number 6. Thank you. Okay, Patricia, will 82-year-old Stephen Breyer, Supreme Court judge, retire this year? Okay. SCOTUS, Justice, Stephen Breyer, retire in 2021. He is 82 years young. Okay, that'll be number 7. Thank you, Patricia. Jaybird, it very much froze. Yeah. John, did Bill Barr sabotage the Mueller report so it can't be properly used? Oh, no, there's a twist on that. We have not looked at. You guys are clever. Did Barr sabotage Mueller report so it can't be used? Okay. You guys have great questions. Thank you. And thank you, John. That'll be number 8. Okay. Jean, will the lower middle class be able to make strides to move up in society? Lower middle class. Do you mind if I read on The gap between the the haves and the have-nots, that difference, um, income inequality. Let's look at income inequality, shall we? Inequality. Will it get better? Okay, because that would very much include the lower middle class. So, thank you, Jean. Okay, sorry about being frozen. Yep. Okay, Charles, hey. What is the future of all these white supremacist groups? Will they ever come to their senses? Um, they're going to fade back into the woodwork, is what I've been getting. It's basically Trump and his infinite bigotry. He made it okay for these blankety blanks to come forward and to just let all their disgustingness hang out. And but because they were there, but society was, it was just they'd just keep their mouths shut. They just continued to do as much evil as they could, but society was keeping them quieter. And there's going to be a move where they go quieter again, but their equality and is on the move, is growing, and that's one of the reasons why they're lashing out so strongly now. It's definitely it's getting better, and these guys will disappear. But we should look at, I don't want to put out any kind of conspiracy theories, or I don't want to give them any ideas, but do we need to worry about any kind of last stand? Will they come to their senses? It's more like they're going to age out. White supremacist, kind of last stand type, scary something. Let's have a look at that, if you don't mind. Thank you, Charles. Okay. 5. The frozen picture looks like she's a rapper. Yes. I don't know, DJ Rose? I know. Thank you, lucky girl. Thank you for being here. Kate, will Ted Cruz ever leave? Grandpa from the Munsters is best on reruns. Don't insult Grandpa that way. No, I'm kidding. Pamela, no, I didn't have to run to the bathroom. My internet dropped. Yeah, and yes, there was a technician here this week. Eesh. Ted Cruz, will you ever leave? Will you ever leave? Okay, that will be number 11. All right, and I've got quite space for one more. Where are we? Cindy, how is Kamala doing with her responsibility to resolve the immigration issue? She's working on it. I don't think there's anything to read on about that right now. It doesn't. Let me see. Is there anything to read on? If pull a card here, see what it says. Kamala Harris immigration issue. Immigration reform is a big part of what she's working on. Let's look at immigration reform. to see if there's any, excuse me. Let's just see what that's looking like. Immigration reform. Okay, so that'll be my 12 questions for today, but I will be back tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that. And all I have to do is just put your questions in the chat. All right, so I'm going to scroll in. If I've missed your comment, it's nothing personal. It really is. It is nothing personal. So, okay. Paul, will Randy Rainbow's next video be on Gaetz? Oh, who knows? Who knows? Well, thank you, Ellen. Anthony, Trump has endorsed Rand Paul. The slime bag and the scumbag. The supporter of my enemy. They're both awful. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start, we're at 27. We're going to start with Gosar. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see here. I guess I could shuffle up here for once. No, it does get really loud up here. Yeah, it's really loud up here. That's why I shuffle on my lap. All right, so Gosar, the Trump lackey, possibly involved in January 6th. What kind of trouble is he going to get into? As in, what kind of trouble is he going to be in, I should say. Gosar. Oh, so many people with the foul stench. Thought I recognized your foul stench. There's so many of them, though. Republican Party, the bog of eternal stench. The fool. Anybody's a fool for voting for him. Oh, those are investigators investigating communications. He's in the center in a position of power. Ho ho. If you entertainment only, what do I know? But just based on the collective energy and what the cards are saying, this is looking into his communications around the insurrection, supporting the insurrection, and thinking that he could just do whatever he wanted. Because if you think about it, that's kind of what they got the message in their heads, that they could do whatever they wanted to, because Trump would do whatever he wanted to. So sure, support people wanting to stop the steal. Oh, Gosar. See, I didn't think I just assumed. I try not to be I try not to be cynical. I do. But reading on this stuff every day, I just honestly kind of assume that bad people are not necessarily going to get what they deserve on this plane. But that does not look good. Peter saying the Trump endorsement is the kiss of death. Go for it. Lowell, Arkansas finally waking up. Oh, let's hope. Says Rita. All right. Institution. What about an institution? Let's see here. Gosar. Judgment. King of Cups. Someone possibly have. Okay, look, I get a little concerned when cards are too good to be true, but these are really good cards for him going. These are bad cards for him. The institution, but this isn't just his position of power. This is people looking into things that have happened. This is an election. This is my card for election day. I don't know when he's up for election, but there's some kind of judgment. It could be election day. It could be some other kind of judgment. This could be the Biden administration, but it feels like a Democrat taking over his seat. Is that possible? I don't even know if that's possible. But I've definitely got some form of judgment, strong Democratic energy, possibly a single person, and someone leaving because of legal matters or having to leave. 2022, Pamela saying he's up. Really? Oh, please. Oh, please. I don't even know if it's possible for a Democrat to win his seat, but the cards are good for us. Bye-bye, jerk. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Okay. All right. Rita saying other readers found that he helped with January 6th. Okay, and helped. Oh, oh, jeez. Chris is saying they put up a billboard in Florida that says Matt Gaetz wants to date your child. Oh my gosh. Ay. Rita, Gosar just won again, re-election 2023? 2022? Al, he's a representative for Arizona. Oh, Arizona. Doubtful for a Democrat. Maybe another loony Republic. It could be. I'm just seeing strong Democratic energy. So we'll see how that manifests. Hey, I'll take it. Feels positive, looks positive. I think he's in trouble. Feels like he's in trouble. All right, 3230. Amazon unionizing. Hello. So Amazon unionizing. They tried to, and the vote failed. But Amazon themselves had gone to great lengths to try to convince the people there. There were mandatory meetings that people had to go to, that hence the word mandatory, and with very, very strong anti-union propaganda, basically. And I'm not saying whether they should or they shouldn't. I'm saying when the company is making you sit through something against unionizing, not exactly a balanced look at anything. So, but is it inevitable that Amazon workers will eventually unionize? Because the working conditions are pretty bad. I mean, I don't know how many of you, I mean, we're not talking levels of like The Jungle. If any of you ever read that book. About the meatpacking industry back in ballpark 1910. I can't remember when exactly it came out, but my gosh, that was a sad book. Well, there's disappointment right now. Let's see if the disappointment lasts. I should move this so I have space to put my deck down. All right. There we go. Put that there. Okay. I got this metal tray ages ago. I got two of them actually, and I love them. But they're very useful. But they was in the way. There's disappointment. We'll see if that lasts. All right. I've made space so I can do this more easily. There's an ideal and an image of I'm feeling energy from both sides here. There's this idealized image of what workers go through, or what they could, how it could be. That is, how do I put this? This idealized picture is something that the company puts out to make themselves look good. That, oh, look at our workers. They have this beautiful, lovely, idyllic, farm in the country. It's like the idea of free range chickens, that they can go out but they don't, because they open the door only for limited times of the day, and the chickens tend to stick together because they spend all of their time enclosed, so they don't actually go outside. But because somebody opens a door a couple times a day, they can say, oh, free range, see, they can leave for limited amounts of time. It's this idealized, oh, working here is this lovely thing. In reality, it's brutal. It's brutal. But this can also be, to a lesser extent, this can be an image that union organizers are portraying on a much less negative level. But some people might get the idea that things will be a little little rosier than they actually would be, and they're taking action. So I'm getting energy from both. One of the energies is a lot creepier than the other. You can pretty much guess which one that is. Here is the company taking aggressive action, continuing to take aggressive action against unionization, but that's a celebration of workers. So Amazon unionizing. The workers, Amazon workers unionizing. Knight of Pentacles, to get better pay, to get better working conditions. I've got energy that's the pay and the working conditions being awful, but some people being treated better. Amazon having a successful PR campaign to make themselves look better. I don't know. There's that, but there's also insult to injury. Do you see the mess of the energy in this reading, where I keep trying to give an answer? Is Amazon going to unionize? Yeah, probably, but it may not be quite what we would hope it would be. Let's put it that way. So I don't know if that helped, but oh well. I'm trying. Okay, we are at 39:15. How are Republican politicians feeling about Trump and Gaetz? I'll pull 3 cards for 3 cards for Trump, 3 cards for Gaetz. Lowell, autumn, it's still up in the air. Currents are changing. I think it's 1906. Who was that? Who pulled that information? Rita, thank you so much. 1906, The Jungle was published. Probably too old to be on the required reading anymore, but we can recommend it to our kids and family members. It wasn't recommended to me, and I just read and read and read everything I could lay my hands on. Yeah, The Jungle, it's powerful, and it led to huge changes in the industry, food, meat packing, and food production. So Anyway, okay. Sorry. Actually went out like 40, 30. 40, 30. Okay. How are Republican politicians feeling about Trump and Gaetz? Republican politicians feeling about Trump. I haven't read on him in a while. Gaetz. Worried about what's coming out, worried about what's going to come out. Oh dear. Oh dear. How are they feeling about Trump? They're feeling beaten up, that they got some things done while he was president that they can talk about on Fox News and try to make themselves look good. And of course, the most important thing, sticking it to the libs. Sticking it to the liberals. Yeah, so basically they have learned nothing. Okay, Gaetz. How are they feeling about Gaetz? Not so great. Republicans united against him, but this can also be. I get the 8 of Cups. I think it is my card for evidence. People coming in, they leave evidence, and they go. And someone else comes in, leaves a cup of evidence, and goes. On this, so it's my card of evidence. But this is my other card of evidence. But this isn't people coming in and leaving. This is there's enough already out there that the evidence it's like ding, here you go. Even what's out there is atrocious. So this is the chaos, but it's also because we're talking about Gaetz, the ones when it comes to him became symbolic very quickly. It was just disgusting. Yeah. So that's the card of the messenger, but it's sending a message about symbolism to order the okay. They think he's disgusting and he's in big trouble, and they are concerned about how that's going to blow back on them. That's where you get the 9 of Swords. So, yes, just rat. Gaetz is the rat in the punch bowl. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Whew. Okay. 43, 15. Aha, Biden. Biden is starting a commission on the Supreme Court. And I read that part of it is looking at the idea of possibly adding more justices. So let's look at Biden's new Supreme Court commission. But it might be other things. Maybe it's going back and looking at Kavanaugh, finishing the full background check there, looking at the finances. I don't know, what's this commission going to do? Let's read on the commission. I mean, there may be specific questions on specific things that I just mentioned, but in general, Biden's commission, Supreme Court commission. Oh, this could get interesting. Oh, do tell. Well, first of all, this is the Trump and McConnell policy of ramming through what they want, and extreme people at that. McConnell stole a seat, period. And then Trump just showed up and made it worse because that's what he does. Sword of truth coming against Trump. Everything Trump did. This is Democratic Knights protecting the realm, creating temperance on a far right Supreme Court. You don't say. This is lovely. This is lovely energy, and this is nice sort of truth against Trump garbage. Democrats fighting, bringing temperance. It's extra. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. So, 40, 45, 45. Coincidence? Yes, but more justices. Will there be more justices? Well, the commission basically add justices to the Supreme Court. The number, up the number. The Nine of Wands. I was just talking about that Knight of Wands, the extremism, and it's damaged their credibility. Any idea of, I mean, most people didn't think they were particularly fair before, but this has really knocked off any idea of them being impartial. Well, let's see what else we got here. Will they add? Well, honestly, this just, again, look at the Nine of Cups. This is Biden adding one, at least one, that to try and make the court move more left, possibly significantly more left. But that feels more like a replacement. Of course, the people who want their Kavanaughs and Amy Coney Barretts and Gorsuch and what have you, they're going to just go through the roof. But what is this? Is this trying to add Supreme Court justices, and there's just massive outcry, something legal mess about that? Or is this the commission opening the can of worms of like Kavanaugh's finances? And what? Tell us more about this. Do tell. That's a lot of swords. Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords. You're in trouble. Oh, can't have an even number of justices. Oh no, when I said adding one, that it felt like a replacement. So there'd still be 9. Let's see. So 9 and 10 of Swords all at once. Who's in trouble? Is it just this idea? Or is it a particular person? I have like 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. One for the reading. So, what is that? Well, that's Democrats celebrating. That's more liberal-minded people celebrating. But let's see what these cards say. I had the 9 of Cups before, the 9 justices. This is 8. This is somebody walking away. I'm not adding more. I'm very strangely, clearly getting that right now they think they're sitting pretty. The Republican right-leaning court, they think they've got this right-leaning court. There's action, though. I'm not quite sure about the action, but this is somebody leaving and then celebrating that Biden can put someone else in there. Okay, just one. Tell me, what is that? Why is that? Oh, yeah, the emperor putting in a. Okay, but what's that Ace of Wands? Oh, yeah, somebody's going to walk away, and the right's just going to be very upset. Very upset. Okay, so that's if they're going to add more justices. 50, 51, 30. Will the commission remove justices? Well, or recommend somehow, or something like that. I don't know the exact the way that would work out, but like who would have to, but suggest, or ultimately, because of their suggestions or whatever they come out with, or whatever the situation, or whatever they uncover, does this commission, do they end up removing Supreme Court justices who are there now? I'm getting a sense of like slightly cleaner air, like slightly fresher air. All right, commission, what you uncover, what you do you end up removing any of the current Supreme Court justices? All right, bringing things to light. Make it healthier. Something about making the whole body healthier. That's what I'm getting. Could be for health reasons. Enjoy the fire. All right, this is the card of change. That's movement and change. Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Judgment. Star. Okay, this is a big faded thing. This is a card for the reading. This is, yeah. I've got a court card here. I've got just Republican right-leaning people working in the center. But my goodness, this is big change. That feels like a female liberal judge. Maybe Biden is going to, wouldn't it be great if we finally had a woman of color on the Supreme Court? How awesome would that be? About time. And Republicans just having a fit. We had to listen to this for 4 years, so I'm so happy to say elections have consequences. They said that to us for 4 years, so I'm saying it right back. Yes, petty, I don't care. Star, it feels like actually somehow getting poison out of the well. Like trying to scoop the poison out of the well and pour it just on the ground out of the way. Although, don't think too hard on that metaphor, because you get the poison seeping through the ground in real life, but that's not the point. Trying to get the poison out. I like this. And we did get the card of somebody walking away. So right now, I had a card for the reading, but the one underneath, the two cards underneath that, I've got, that's aggressive law enforcement and an institution. And again, the Sword of Truth sitting here. So somebody might be in trouble, but it definitely looks like a seat's going to open up. And somehow it it feels like it may not just be somehow the court goes left, which you'd need more than just one. I mean, we'll take what we can get, but you would take more than just one, but all I'm picking up is the one. So I'm not quite sure how to parse that. But here we are. Okay. 56. Josh Hawley, I have not missed you at all. Not a bit. Chris, Linda G said that Thomas and Kavanaugh are going. That would make sense. Tris, there are 2 women of color currently on the Supreme Court. I apologize. Yes, you are correct. I apologize. I was thinking African American. Forgive me. I totally misspoke. And it was completely wrong of me. Josh Hawley, 5630. I have not missed you at all. You are a big jerk. Josh Hawley, so you've been awfully quiet recently. Why have you been keeping your head down, huh? Josh Hawley. Why are you keeping your head down? I feel like has he been doing well on the campaign, raising campaign funds? Because it feels like he's just enjoying his sweet, sweet MAGA money. Oh, no worries on him. Oh, good. Yeah, just right. Imagine a Supreme Court that looks like America. Yeah. Peter's saying Hawley's tribulation schedule for 2023. Is that astrologically? Please let me know, Peter. Josh Hawley. Well, he's going to end up on the defensive. Right now, he thinks he's in a good place. He so wants to take up Trump's mantle. He so wants to be the next Trump, and he wants all of that sweet, sweet MAGA money. Peter is saying the Neptune factor again. Yep. And Chris, he is trying to rake in the MAGA money. Mm-hmm. And what he's put out there as far as the Trump being of the Trump party, hoping to come back to him, but that's not going to work so well. Because, yeah, the Trump stuff isn't going to be bringing back gold and riches and fame and fortune. And no, this is strong women shutting down more jerks like him. But there is some disappointment. Well, I've got him on the defensive, but I'm not. This is us being somewhat disappointed too. So he's not about to have a tower moment or bolt out of the blue that just brings him tumbling down. At least not for now. But what about Hawley in 2023? Let's look at that. Thank you, Peter, for the information. Kate, Neptune moves really slowly. Really slowly. It is the outermost full-size planet. It is so far out there. 2023. A message for you, sir. Yes, Neptune is a key factor for Trump right now. We just wish you would move on. Come on. Do something. You're supposed to be dissolving this garbage. Move along. Oh dear. Okay. This feels like the people. This is the death of the movement of people politically wedded to Trump. This is the death of that movement because of legal decisions. Things started. It doesn't seem like the timing would be right, but because of things started during the first parts of this is the card I get for the beginning of the Biden administration. It's like the first 6-8 months of the Biden administration. I get the Queen of Cups for the whole 4 years, this 4 years, but something started here, and that's a whole lot of evidence that will have already been collected, like maybe collected on somebody else, but it applies to him, or it's adjacent, so they just have it. They don't have to go digging for whatever this is. But this is followers of Trump, the big public followers of Trump. By this point in 2023, that movement is dead. I like it. I'll take it. But yeah, we're stuck with him for a while, it feels like. Jean, yes, January 6th. Okay. That's right. Neptune's a meat grinder. Watch your ties. Actually, I think of Peter, dissolving is usually slow motion. Yeah, that's true. 14 years per sign. Yes. It's Pluto's the plow. It just plows through, and just anything that doesn't have strong roots, it just throws off, and it's making space for new growth, but that means it's just killing stuff and throwing up big rocks and uncovering all the slime and all this kind of stuff. Neptune is the ocean, in that it just dissolves everything, all the bonds. Matter of fact, when Andre and I were talking the other day, on Tuesday, oh my gosh, that was so fantastic. But we were basically, it was the idea that you can even think of it as like the bonds between atoms, because Saturn energy forms things. So you could think of the bonds coming together, the stronger bonds, whereas Neptune dissolves things. So you could think of it weakening the bonds, dissolving things. So Neptune is square. Trump has his sun and his moon opposite each other. His sense of self and his emotional nature and emotional needs, they're opposite each other. He was born during a full moon. Saturn is transiting through the sky now, and it is creating that grinding square to both of them. So that dissolving energy is really grinding down to dissolve his sense of self and his emotional nature. But Peter is absolutely correct. It's slow motion. So it's like, come on. But when it finally kicks in, ooh, and when it dissolves, yeah. Anyway. All right, next question. 10430. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for that. 10430. Will the Republican transgender laws be overturned? Yes, please. Good grief. Susie, I'm not the person to ask about that. I don't know. I don't forecast any kind of deaths or anything like that. So. Too much time shuffling. 105. Will Republican transgender laws be overturned? Let's hope so. Okay. In the past, these anyone who was gay, let alone someone who was trans, they couldn't stand up to this patriarchal, sexist garbage. And this narrow-minded bigotry, the devil, it always won in the past. And it caused a huge amount of damage and grief. But this actually might also be these people getting upset. Let me see what else I've got here, because right beneath that, I not only have my card for America for all of us seeing and all of us being more supportive. I've also got the strength card here. America being strong enough to be welcoming, be caring. So will these rotten laws against transgender people be overturned? Let me see here. Insult to injury. Yeah. Good. Democratic Knights protecting the realm. Happy family. Burden. That's the end. That's it, bucko. And it's right next to the Republicans. So it's they're already carrying enough of a burden. That this is the end of this garbage. I like it. I'll take it. Let's do that. All right, but I do need to turn on a light because apparently it just got really dark in here. Ugh. Clouds rolled in. There we go. That should help a little. Oh boy. Can't we all just get along? Seriously. One. Is that a kitty yawn? Is that just a baby boo? Is that the boo boo? Hello, precious. Hello, precious. Hello, good boy. No, good boy. Oh, it's a big yawn. Oh, that's a big yawn. Yes, it's a big yawn. Sorry. I'm an adult. 109. Did Bill Barr sabotage the Mueller report to such an extent that it can't be used? Dave, who cares who people choose to love? At least they aren't fighting. Yes, exactly. Oh, card fell. Hold, please. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. Rachel, love talking to your cat is always okay. Oh, thank you. That's right. Boo Boo's and Kitty, moment of cuteness. You can adult and love Boo Boo. That's easy, sweetie. All right. Wow, it's suddenly nighttime here. Get it. All right. 110. Barr. Oh, speaking of slime bags. Oh, Pumpkin came in and left. Oh, bless. Did Barr sabotage the Mueller report to the extent that it can't be used? Oh, Pumpkin. He's such a jerk. All the paper. I get ones like this for huge amounts of paper, like paper pulp you'd used to make paper, and the burden. This can be either like clerks carrying huge piles of paper into court, or it can be, in this case, the sheer size of the Mueller report, which is massive. Okay, so we're in the right area. Yeah, he did what damage he could. Well, this is them definitely revisiting it. And yes, Barr did everything he could to lessen the impact of it. What is this, though? I'm concerned. Why have I got the 9 and the 8 of swords? Legal worry hemmed in. What is that? Did Bill Barr sabotage the Mueller report so it can't be used? It can't really be used to create justice. Well, we know he sabotaged the process and all the personal stuff about Trump. He's like, you have to give it to the FBI or whoever it was. And then he made sure that somebody, Mueller had to give it to somebody else. But then he made sure that somebody else didn't do anything with it. Bill Barr is a nasty piece of work, but we know that. Oh yeah, and he just gave, here's the redact. Well, I've got to go and make sure that people who are mentioned aren't, dragged through the mud for negative. And he just redacted the hell out of the thing. I'm not liking these cards. This is the cover up. This is the beaten up. Do the thing for the love of the Republicans and Trump and just lying action he took. I'm not getting much here. So will lawmakers be able to use the Mueller report? What happened to didn't Mueller get like 100 sealed indictments or something? Legal heartache. Thought I shuffled. I'm not getting anything good here. I'm so sorry. I would have thought that this would be yeah, of course they will. None of these cards are good for justice, are good for anything other than the whole Barr cover up travesty. Pumpkin's crying. It often happens, I'm not kidding, if somebody how do I put this? If somebody uses the facilities, they go in, they close the door. He doesn't like the closed door. And so he'll sit there and cry. Help! This person's trapped. The door's closed. They're trapped. I won't leave you. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, Okay, 1:15:30. I might have to go. Hang on. I'll be right back. We're going to look at income inequality, but I've got to hang on. Sorry. Okay. He seems okay. There he is. There he is. He's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. You are very precious. And you are very precious, Boo Boo. Yes, you are. Very precious kitties. I have such good kitties. Okay. Just right. Don't cry for me, pumpkin peanuts. Okay. Income inequality, 117. Okay. Income inequality in the U.S. Is it going to get better? Team Pumpkin. Is income inequality? Oh, it only feels like 3 cards. Okay. Yes. Oh, yoy. I'm not liking this so far. Card for the reading is a general can't, shan't, won't. Not going to do it. Not going to make things better. I don't care about your stupid policies. Ooh, Sword of Truth. Hello, Sword of Truth. We have economic problems right now. Is going to be the main thing. Young people coming up are really suffering, and it's going to take us time to get through that. But it's not much. But at least we're talking about it. We're moving in slight directions. This doesn't feel great though, and that's not a good. There's a chance, but it'll be a while. Anything else about fixing the income inequality problems in the U.S.? Any other information? Oh, please. That was the magician card. It feels like just pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Please. Yeah, the old way of doing things. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, my parents who are of a certain age, and they were saying, well, you need health insurance, so you need to go find a corporation to work for. And it was like, what corporation guarantees healthcare? That isn't how this works anymore. Then you can work for a corporation and not get healthcare, or what you get is so expensive it doesn't matter. And they were like, because that's how it used to be. That's how you got healthcare. Yeah, Pamela, don't forget, I told you Happy Catter Day at the beginning of this. Exactly. Yeah, the institution. Go work for IBM and get that. No, those days are gone. Those days are gone. This is Biden, kind of where we are now. This is that strain of far right. Well, just pick yourself up by your bootstraps and if you work hard, good things will happen to you. Yeah, if you're white. Yeah, if you are from a rich family. Yeah, good things will happen to you, but heaven help you if you're not. This isn't the income inequality. These are not good cards for this. Not good cards for this. All right, that was depressing. Here we go. Ted Cruz, will you ever leave? He's got to leave eventually, right? This won't be a horribly depressing reading, right? Right? Oh, Ted, please leave. Will Ted Cruz ever leave? Cancun Cruise. Oh, Flying Ted. Yeah, fine. What if you can't afford the boots? Exactly. Chris, my gut tells me he won't be reelected. I really hope not. Oh, boy. Where are we? Yeah, okay. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz, will you ever leave? Please? Oh, boo-boo. That's who's back there. Okay. You are such a slime bag. And more and more people around the country know what a slime bag he is. Texas is moving purplish. You don't say. Okay. All right, we've got Texas moving purplish. We have a calming of the waters, a tempering of the chaos, the emotional grief. This is America. Strong women running for office. This actually doesn't feel like it's America or women. This feels like Cruz being hampered by hampered by something legal, and this is a big old start of Democratic energy. Big Democratic energy. Card for the reading. Right there. He may not get reelected either. Matter of fact, there's maybe, just maybe, might get Democrat to take his seat. What is this? Tell us why you are legally hampered. Because that's what that feels like. He's yeah, it feels legally hampered. What is going to legally hamper you, Ted? He's so gross. His energy's so gross. I don't know why I just got a mental image and a body image of like standing near him, and it was just like, oh, hi. Do you have lots of energy up there? Sorry, Pumpkin just climbed to the top of the kitty mountain. Hello. Hello, good boy. Oh, you are a good boy. Yes, you are. Ooh. I don't know. I don't think Cruz took part in the insurrection. But there's something about that there. What is that about? Or just people fighting amongst themselves who are the causing chaos. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune will raise you up, but it will also take you back down again. Rachel, we need Pumpkin Cam. Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's going to go on to some job somewhere. But TikTok. In astrology, there's talk about Saturn and how in a lot of cases, as Saturn transits around your chart, as it, you've got the circle, and then you've got that quadrant on the bottom left. That's kind of when Saturn is transiting through that part of your chart, it said that you kind of pull back, reevaluate, what you're going to do with your life. And then as it goes up the side up toward the top of the chart, that's when you go out in the world more, you make yourself more, you're more out there, you're more seen. Saturn is nearing the top of, or it's in, yeah, it's getting in the ballpark of the top of my chart. Suddenly you can see my face and you can see me, and here I am. And I imagine as it will go back down, then once it crosses underneath the ascendant again, I will, pull in. So that's just like with the Wheel of Fortune. It's that type of thing where it's, yes, you go up and you may have, in this case, you have success. You end up in government. You have this position of power, and then it goes. Yeah. So, all right, but that's going to do it for me for today. Being Keen, Autumn, thank you for sharing Boo Boo and Pumpkin with those of us who can't have cats due to allergies. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for being here. And I really, really appreciate you being here. You seriously. All right. Well, every day in April. For all of this, all the reading, there'll be more readings tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. I'll be right back here, same bat time, same bat channel, same rose time, same rose channel. But for those of you who are creative writers, yes, I'm typing on an imaginary typewriter. Actually, it would be more like this, because that's how you had to type. It was much more difficult. 4:00. So in an hour and 20 minutes, I will be over at the Book Art Media channel. And myself and others, we get together at 4:00 every day in April. Normally it's just on Saturday, but every day in April we'll be there to do 2 or 3 little 25-minute writing sprints. They're good Pomodoros. That's what they're called. So Autumn Rose. There we go. I like it. But I'll be over there. So if you're a writer or you need some creative time, you're welcome to join. It's just a quiet little work sprint, and then we're just supportive of each other, and it's very simple and calm. And so anyway, that's at 4:00 on Book Art Media, the Book Art Media channel here on YouTube. So have a great, 2:00 California time. That is true. And we even have Allison from Hawaii. It's like noon or something. Anyway, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. And some of you I will see you later today. So 4 o'clock. Hang in there. LOL, not everyone knows about a manual typewriter. That's true. Thank you. All right. See you tomorrow, guys. Hang in there. There are good days ahead. There are.